One important topic related to sustainability is energy use. To deal with the issue of energy use, we formed an energy team. The energy team was a group of kids who volunteered to come up every Tuesday to the science room and measure the amount of energy being wasted. Some of the kids who volunteered are here today. As a team, we measured the energy use throughout the school using high-tech meters and background knowledge. We then filled out an audit that Cole will later explain, and we found solutions to energy overuse, which I will elaborate on in a few minutes.
Schools have a huge impact on energy use. The goal of our energy team was to reduce the energy use in our school. Schools are the third biggest energy user of all commercial building types. Schools spend $8 billion on energy every year. That's more than computers and textbooks combined. If all schools in America just cut their energy use in half, we could reduce energy use in America by 494,085 kilowatt hours. That's enough energy to power about 46 houses in the US for a whole year. And that's why we created the energy team. We wanted to reduce energy in our school, America, and ultimately the world.
What we did is we went to 2 specific classrooms, Brian's and Nicole's, but we hope to go to much more later in the year. What we did was we measured the amount of electronic equipment in the classroom and measured how much energy they each used with special gauges given to us. We then measured the amount of heating, lighting, and cooling used in the rooms, and we gathered information from Michael, the head custodian, to see how much energy they used. Using this information, we were able to approximate how much energy these 2 classrooms uses, and we were able to come up with a reasonable estimation of how much energy the whole school would use. And using this limited information, we were able to see the need to save energy, and we created the Energy Action Plan.
After completing the energy audit, we realized that our school was using too much energy, and we wanted to figure out ways to educate people at MSC on how to reduce their energy use. We created an energy action plan to help reduce energy in our school. The Energy Action Plan is a chart where we wrote down how the school is wasting energy, and then we researched how to stop this issue. And then we incorporated what we researched into our school to help stop the issue in our school. One of the issues we're working on now, and we'll work more on next year in our school, was energy use in the lights. We found that the lights were using too much energy, so we put up posters for people reminding them to turn off their lights as often as possible. The posters also gave many other tips to save energy, such as unplug devices when not in use, and close doors and windows when AC or heat is on.
Excessive energy use from schools as well as buildings and individuals is a major thing when facing the environment. Although power plants are regulated by federal and state laws, they seem to care more about money than they do our own environment. Most energy is generated from fossil fuels. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the burning of fossil fuels was 79% of all emissions in greenhouse gases in the air. The fossil fuels burnt in the end of the electricity was 39%. That was all that went to the electricity. This causes global warming and climate change, which leads to extinction of species, destruction of habitats, and interruptions in the food chain.
As you can see, energy use is a big issue we need to address. Luckily, there are many solutions to energy use. For example, you can turn off the lights when you leave a room to make sure that no energy is wasted. This also applies to electronics. You should turn these off when not in use. Don't just put them in sleep mode, because believe it or not, sleep mode uses up a lot of energy. Furthermore, you should unplug your chargers, because even if they are plugged in but not charging anything, they will still suck up a lot of electricity. Another easy way to save energy is by closing all the apps on your phone, because when they are open, the phone will use up more of its battery, forcing you to charge it more often. Another use of energy that is very wasteful is heating and cooling. But again, there are many solutions to this. For example, by making sure your doors and windows are shut securely with no gaps, you can help the room heat or cool more efficiently. To cool more efficiently, use ceiling fans instead of air conditioners, because blowing air makes you feel 5 degrees cooler. Also, if you want to cut down on energy even more, open your windows to cool your house using no electricity at all. You should also turn off the tap when you're brushing your teeth, and make sure it's off when you leave the bathroom, as a lot of energy is wasted through running water.
Energy needs to be conserved to protect our environment from drastic changes, for the decreasing resources for the future generations. At the rate of which energy is being produced and consumed, it'll only get worse. Also, the cost of energy is getting more expensive every year, so we need to know how to use it and how to not waste it. To start saving energy, it is not hard at all. It all starts with all of you at home, with just turning off lights and washing your clothes in cold water, or even using public transportation instead of your own vehicles. With us doing this and millions helping out, we will not only save money, but we will help our environment. Thank you.